Konbawa, Choro-Q collectors. So, I'm learning about the real world by collecting toys. I just bought this locally at a local diecast show, and I just thought it was a pretty funky looking Choro-Q, like a fantasy casting. And all I knew is this word Hotei. I thought it was misspelled hotel or something. But it turns out, if you look at these images, this is an musician, Tomoyasu Hotei, and he had an album called Monster Drive, and he's got some sort of flame jobbed Rolls Royce or Bentley, and now he's got a Mini, and he's got this signature like Mondrian kind of Tron motif on his guitar, and now it's transferring over to cars and stuff like that. So that's interesting. Yeah, it's something in the real world. But anyways, let's get back to the Choro-Q here. So it's got the standard 5 spokes. The tires are quite old. How old is this toy actually? 2005. Okay, it's actually not that old. Standard construction, screw and a tab here. And then that doesn't look at all like a Rolls Royce or a Bentley, right? Because it looks like a Caprice or something, or a Ford LTD or something like that. This is perfectly smooth. You'd think there'd be some rib textures in there, but no. It does have the flame job, and then it does have this like motif, this Art Deco, or yeah, I don't know. It's just a funky little motif. Reminds me of the past and Tron, those bike light cycles. But then it's also got a flame job. So, and then we have some nicely printed taillights. So I guess that's nice. What else? We got some door handle details. Tiny, tiny stub of a mirror. Thing's pretty funny. And I guess that's it. It's just a fantasy casting, I think. I mean, actually, you know what this looks like? It almost looks like a early 90s Chevy Caprice, or yeah, or a 90s Impala, right? If it was black, it would be perfect. Well, anyways, I'm going to do a wheel swap because this is a fantasy casting, and I bought these wheels a long time ago. They're just those like Hot Wheels alloy replacements. They're got like a weird Spider-Man texture or pattern, and it's just too weird to put on a realistic looking car. I still haven't used them, and they're over a year old. But if you look at this, that's kind of like blocky, right? Blocky, blocky. So it might work out. Let's find out. I'm just gonna use poster putty here. So first we gotta unscrew this, and hopefully the tab in the back isn't too big. A lot of times the tab is so big that you can't push it back out. This white tab here, like the opening on the base is like too small. Yeah, it's very strange. They're not meant to be modified, I guess. Oh boy, at least I got this out. Come on. Let me come back. So if you're new to churros, I'll tell you what I did. It was in there. I took this X-Acto blade and I started scraping the back side of the tab. I don't want to scrape this side because that's the side that's grabbing onto the bottom. But this is thick enough that you can just scrape off that much, and then it'll allow the tooth to be pushed inwards. So I just have a broken phone tool. I push it in like that, and then it'll clear. So if you want to modify your Choro-Qs, that's the way to do it. So that dust in there, that could be really old. So let's get that little cleaner. All right, then this little tab here is holding the spring motor down. I just take these out, and I have a different one where I remove the axle. And I do that because I'm going to use poster putty, but without this wall here, you'd have to put in like a lot of poster putty, right? So I don't want to waste my poster putty. Then I use a hand screwdriver because this is a plastic body. I think the electric screwdriver would just strip the hole out. Back it out, find the thread. There we go. There. So now, yeah, you got like a wall for the poster putty to adhere to. And so just maybe that much, let's find out. Alright, so that, and then this has a blank back. It's just black in there. It's good enough for a Choro-Q. Oh, I gotta swap the tires over though. So this just slides off. Now, these front tires still seem okay, considering how old they are. They might crack, I don't know, because this is a much larger diameter if you want to compare. This will literally go around the whole outside. So basically this wheel is almost the same size as the center rib, but that rib is pretty tall. Well, anyways, I can't do anything with a bunch of old tires, so if this cracks, it cracks, and I'll just find a different tire from a different Choro-Q. Let's see if I can get this on. Alright, yeah, so we'll have to see. Time will tell if that thing cracks. So now I need some more poster putty in the front. And there we go. Alright, so that's that one. Now the rear tire looked pretty bad, unless maybe the back side. The other side might be good, so let's see. This one's really messed up. Oh, you know, the back side's not bad. So same thing, just take this tire off. Luckily they're not glued on. And then let's just push this wheel into this. Ooh, I don't know, it does look like it's cracking that tire. Yeah, you can see it's ripping. So this tire is just too bad. It's too far gone. Pull that out. What about this one? It's still rubbery, but it does feel a little harder than usual. I mean, it is pretty old. Alright, this tire I think I can manage to save. Alright, so then pop that in here. You can, you know, embed it in here because there's a big gap there, so let me come back after I do the other side. Alright, so you can see I used some poster putty, and I really sunk the tires and wheels in there. It's a lowrider pretty much, but I like it. I mean, it looks like a lowrider with that flame job anyways. So let's look at a few other Rolls Royces. Unfortunately, Choro-Q, they made one a long time ago. It's so expensive and so rare that I've never picked it up. I just have a hard time seeing the prices of them. But if you have a 3D printer, there's a guy in my subscriptions called Dendeba. He just has all these STL files for free. He models realistic and cartoonish looking cars. So I 3D printed this at this angle. You can see those lines there. It's all one piece though. You get I think I broke the wheels off and glued them back on. Anyways, it's a classic Rolls Royce. And then this one is a Phantom 7. I actually modeled this myself, and it is not for sale, although I do have a green one for sale for an extreme amount of money. But if you own a Rolls Royce, it means nothing to you. It's pretty cheap for you. It's on eBay somewhere. Now this is a kind of a Rolls Royce. This is from Thunderbirds, the old puppet TV show. It's called Fab 1, and yeah, it's an interesting one. It's a really big Choro-Q. It's huge, actually. Much bigger than a normal Choro-Q. So that's it. Those are my Rolls-Royce vehicles in deformed shape. Although that really doesn't look like a Rolls-Royce. Again, it looks like a 92 Caprice. Anyways, interesting to learn about these real things in life. I couldn't find any pictures of this Rolls-Royce, though. I looked up just Hotei Rolls-Royce and Hotei Bentley, because it's possibly a Turbo R. But I couldn't find any images. Alright, well, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next ChoroQ video.